Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Selena, whichever, but I prefer Spanish because everything so much, because everything sounds so much better in Spanish. Tell me not, guys. Tell me not. So today, as you can see in the title, I will be speaking about my 16 and pregnant. I know. 16 and pregnant? What? Yes. 16 and pregnant. I'm very, very happy where I am right now. So listen to my story. So this story is gonna go down by when you're 16 and you're pregnant, you have a lot to say because you're so young, you're still living with your parents, and then you have brothers and sisters. Well, at least I do. I have brothers and sisters, and I was in high school, girl. High school, you're thinking about college and what you're gonna do as your future, and but it happened. Okay, I would be explaining about how I got pregnant, how I told my mom, how my dad found out. Yeah, because my parents are separated, so I live with my mom, and my dad, he lives somewhere else, so I had to tell them separately. So back when I was in high school in 11th grade, it was like the summer of 11th grade, the ending of the school year. That was it. The ending of the school year, me and my friend, we started hanging out a lot. Like, we used to do a lot of things together. We used to cut, we used to whatever. We used to go out and hang out. And yeah, to the end of the summer, like the last days of school, like we used to hang out at the park and everything. So we like, oh, let's meet up at the park, and we meet up, here and there. And yeah, we ended up dating. He asked me out, and I said, okay. Okay. So yeah, we ended up dating, and we dated for like 2 months. Because it was like June, July, August. I guess that's 2 months. And right in September, I got pregnant. So it was July, August, and then September. And in September, that's when I got pregnant. I missed my period, and I was like, no way. 2 months, and yeah, embarazada, no manches. But I was scared. Like, I didn't know who to ask. I didn't know shit. I didn't know shit about that. I didn't know anything, and I didn't know who to ask. Look, guys, wait. Before I continue, I didn't explain my relationship between it because it was literally 2 months. I know. 2 months, yes. It was just 2 months. It was just like normal things happen. Like, vamos a salir, vamos al cine, vamos a mi casa, and, let's eat. So it was summer. We're enjoying summer. So it happened like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not gonna, I didn't get into detail about my relationship because it was just 2 months, and we would just have fun in the summer. This is when it all gets like crazy after I got pregnant. So I took a test. I told my sister to buy me a test. Me and her were cool. Like, we're cool. Me and my sisters and brothers were cool. Like, I'm cool with them. So I told my sister, me compras un pregnancy test because, I'm not sure, I probably missed, I missed my stuff. I missed my period, so me compras un test. And she bought me one. And she was like, okay, go take it. I was like, okay. I was nervous. The fuck? I was nervous. Like I was nervous, guys. Like, I was nervous, and I go do my thing, go pee, and me sale positive. And I'm like, yo. Once I saw the positive, my whole life changed. It's like a freaking stopped and like freaking went through 60 on life, and I was like, Oh my god, I'm freaking pregnant. I told my sister, she was like, okay, you're gonna have to tell everybody about your pregnancy. Everybody as in my family, okay? And I was like, oh damn, she right. I gotta tell everybody. Like, what did I just do? You know, I was nervous at that time. At that point, I was nervous because I had to tell everybody. And it was positive. I was nervous the whole entire time. Just put it like that. Girl, I was nervous. And I was also scared about what my mom would say about it. Okay, so I told my boyfriend at the time. He was okay with it. I told him I was pregnant. He was okay with it. He was gonna support me. You know, yippee, right? Then we had to tell our parents. But before we told our parents, I was like, oh, let me do an appointment. You have to do an appointment so you can confirm your pregnancy. That way you confirm you're pregnant. And so that's what I did. I went to the clinic and I went to go get a test, and it came out positive there too. And I was like, okay, I already know I'm pregnant. So they were like, congratulations, da 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 da. And I'm just like, okay. You know, just listening to them because they're there to support you as well. And so yeah, then after that, they gave me like a sheet because I told them I was in high school. They gave me a sheet because it was September that when I found out I was pregnant. September, the beginning of school year, and I was a senior already. So I told them that they gave me a letter for gym because I had PED. Where's a PED? I had gym. So in order for me not to play in gym, I had to have a letter saying I was pregnant. So that way I wouldn't play and get any danger of my belly, my baby. So they gave me a letter, an excuse letter, that I'm pregnant. So I gave it to my, I think I'm going too fast, but after they gave it to me the next day, I went to school, and I had gym, and I told my gym teacher, I was like, oh, excuse me, I took him to the side, because, you know, I don't want the whole gym class to hear me, so I took him to the side, and I was like, oh, look, I'm pregnant, and the doctor gave me this note to give to you. And I was just basically confirm that, you know, Selena, she's pregnant, you know, it's bad, so she don't participate, you know. So he was like, okay, like, it's fine. So he was like, from now on, just every time you have gym class, just sit on the bleachers. Sit. And I was like, okay. And I said, thank you, that's it. And that's how, like, my gym teacher probably was like the first people who knew about my pregnancy besides my friends. And then after that, we had to start telling everybody. But I didn't tell nobody. Pasaron como 2 meses, I think, like 2 months, and it was like September, October, November. Yeah, 2 months passed, so it was October, November. And in November, I was 3 months already, and that's when it really started going little. And my mom, in high school, here in New York, we have parent-teacher conference, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if anybody else does. But we have parent-teacher conference here. So my mom, she always goes to parent-teacher conference. She always goes. So I was not nervous, but then I was a little nervous because she could have found out. Because I didn't tell her. I told you guys, 2 months passed, and I didn't tell nobody about my pregnancy. Besides my gym teacher and my friends, like I said. Other than that, I didn't tell nobody. Because no se notaba, you know. And I didn't have any like morning sickness. I didn't have any of that. I was good. Like, I was just tired. But yeah, so she went to all my classes besides one class. And guess what class it was? It was gym class. And then she was like, at the end, she was like, oh, vamos al gimnasio a ver tu maestra de gimnasio. And I was like, oh my god, I was shaking. I was like, ¿y por qué quieres? I'm like, Ma, why you want to go? Like, you know, Because she was like, oh, let's go to gym class. For those who don't know Spanish, but she was like, oh, let's go to gym class. And I was like, in Spanish, because my mom speaks Spanish, so I was like, no, let's not go. I always get 100. You literally always get 100. Who don't get 100 in gym? Because you just gotta play and dress yourself. Like, you put your gym clothes on. So I was getting 100, and I got 100 that semester. And she was like, oh, let's go to gym. And I was shitting, guys. I was like, Mom, why do you want to go to gym? And she was like, let's just go. We went to all your classes and you have gym labs. Let's just go. And I was just like, but you never go. Like, she sometimes never goes to gym. Like, it would be like, si quiere, like, because he knows I have 100. She could see on my, grades. So there's no problem. And why should, like, he's going to be like, she's good. But she wanted to go that time. And I'm just like, damn, Mom, ¿por qué? And she's like, let's go. And she kept like insisting to let's go. And I was just like trying to like, no, let's not, no, like, let's just go home. Like, forget about that class. Tengo 100, I have 100. Like, forget about it. And she's like, she kept insisting. And I remember my sister went to my country conference to translate for my mom. Because I wasn't that good at translating. I sucked at Spanish before, guys. But, and I was like, yo, let's like, try to help me, let's tell our mom, so let's go. Sister was like, oh, she wanna go, so let's just go. And I'm like, I mean, it makes sense, like, let's just go, right? But there was a reason I didn't want to go. And that reason was because my gym teacher knew that I was pregnant, and I didn't know what he was gonna say. He was probably gonna be like what? I don't know what he was gonna say, but I didn't want to go to freaking gym. And she was like, oh, why you want to go to gym? We was already on the line. Like, there was like 3 parents in front of us. She's like, why you don't want to go to gym? What, you do something in gym or what? And I'm like, no. But in Spanish, she's like, ¿por qué no quieres ir al gimnasio? Like, ¿por qué estás haciendo algo malo? And I'm just like, no, it's just, I have 100. Why do we need to go? And we was waiting online, and fuck, like, ya, casi me mato ahí. Cause I'm like, I was freaking, that was my second time being nervous. I was just like, damn. I was like debating, like, let her find out about my gym teacher, or yo le digo. Girl, I was like, stupid, you can't let the gym teacher tell your mom you're pregnant. I was like, me tengo que agarrar mis freaking fuerzas y le tengo que decir que, I'm pregnant, mom. So we was closer to the line to getting in, basically, from the room. And I was like, ay le digo. Yo, guys, I'm telling you, this was a scary moment. I was like, le digo. Because I don't want her to find out my teacher. Because that's like mad sad. And I was like, it's time to do the right thing. I know. ¿Se le saying do the right thing? Yeah, it was time to do the right thing. So I was like, Ma, I gotta tell you something. And I told her to get out the line, because I don't want no dramatic, like. I was like, Ben. I was like, come, I gotta tell you something. And she was like, what? And I was like, I'm pregnant. Wow. My mom was like, she looked at me only, and she was like, she just looked at me, and she's like, let's go. Like, with a disappointed face. Like, she's like, let's go. And then I'm just like, she's in front of me, caminando enojada and stuff, disappointed. And I'm just like behind her, like, damn, man, like, I disappointed in my mom. And I felt very away, of course. I felt away. I was 16 only. And we went on the train. Like, my school is right by my school. There's a train station right by my school, so that's how we got home. I live in New York, so you know the trains everywhere. So we got on a train, and my mom was like, she was just there like enojada. She was just had like this face like she wanted to slap me. And she was like, oh, watch when we get home, da da da. She's like, vas a ver cuando, like, watch when we get home. Like, she's like, le voy a decir a tu hermanas and that, because I have older sisters, they're older than me. She's like, I'm gonna tell your sisters what happened, and I'm just like, okay. Like, I already feel bad, and I'm just like, I didn't tell anybody for 2 months. And she's like, how many months are you? And I'm just like, tengo 3 meses. I'm 3 months. And she was like, what? And then she came up with like, when we got home and everything, she was like, por eso estabas durmiendo. Por eso todo el tiempo estabas durmiendo, querías comer. And I'm like, I didn't realize it, but I'm like, I guess. I mean, that's how I normally am. Siempre estoy durmiendo, but she was like, por eso estás durmiendo. Por eso estabas durmiendo todo el tiempo. But mad. And I'm just there like llorando. Quería llorar. Fuck. I was like, I was literally about to cry, like waterfalls. And yeah, she was like, oh, let's go to your godmother. Cause my godmother, she's mad cool, guys. She's like the most chillest person ever. Like, I thank God she's my godmother. But she's mad chill, and she was like, let's go to your godmother. Cause my godmother lives like literally down the hall from my building. Like, I live in a building, and she lives like down the hall. That's how I met her. she was my vecina primero. I'm saying she's mad cool that I picked her as a godmother, because she was mad chill. She's mad chill. But anyways, she was like, vamos a your godmother's to tell her, about this whole situation. So my mom was like, let's go to your godmother's, and you're gonna tell her you're pregnant. And I'm like, okay. Like, I was literally sad. Like, I'm doing this face, like, but I was sad. Like, I'm like, okay, pues vamos, no tengo de otra, no tengo de otra, because I was already fucked. So we go, we knock. She's like, hi, da 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 da, ¿cómo estás? And I was like, hey. And then she's like, venimos. She was like, oh, because it was late, because parent teacher cover was like at 7, and we came back home like at 9, I think. And it was late, and she's like, but like, she was just apologizing for knocking in the night, this late. And she's like, Sally has to tell you, they call me Sally, like, Sally has to tell you something. And I'm just like, she's like, yes. She's like, tell me, what's wrong? And she's like, mad sweet. She's like, what's wrong? Like, what do you have to tell me? And I'm like, damn, my mom really put me on the spot. And I'm just like, I'm pregnant. And she's like, oh, I'm telling you guys, she's really sweet. Like, she's really sweet. She was like, she like, maybe she was like, oh damn, like, in her head, but she came out as very sweet. She's like, okay, like, I'm here if you need any help. Like, I'm right here. You can count on me. Don't worry. You got me as a mom too. And she was just really like, she was supporting there. Like, she was supporting me. Like, and after that, I was happy, because she had my back. Basically, after that, I was a little happier. And then, but I started to tell my other family, and yeah, she ended up telling them for me though. She was like, Sally's pregnant, and I'll just be like, yeah, and yeah, and and then my boyfriend at the time, I had to tell his parents too. He told his parents too. He was like, I wasn't there though. I wasn't there. He told his parents, and I remember he told me that they were mad at him. Though obviously, I remember him telling me. I don't remember a lot because it was like years ago, and I'm not with him anymore. So just making it clear, I'm not with him anymore. That's what happened years ago. But I remember he said that they were mad at him. And oh yeah, I remember now. They were like, oh, you can't see her, cause he texted me. He's like, oh, my parents said I can't see you, and I'm like, why? Like, I'm pregnant. Like, that's it. Like there is no way there is no way anybody could say you can't see. Y'all can't see each other. Like, what, girl? Did you not just hear she's pregnant? Like, no one could stop us. Like, that's it. They were like, oh, he was like, oh, they said I can't see you. So I was like, okay, so then that's fine. If you, I respect that you're gonna respect the decision. No, not the decision. I respect that you're gonna respect what they're saying to you. You're gonna obey them. I was a little sad at that point too, because I was like, wow, I can't believe like he's not gonna see me and I'm pregnant. But we went to the same high school, so I was gonna see him at school anyways. But I think it was like the weekend. I'm not sure, but yeah, I was gonna see him till we went back to school. So that was a long time for me, because I saw him every day. Phase of telling everybody, like letting it all out. I was sad, like, because most people were disappointed at me, and yeah. But then after that, it started blending in with my family, and they were like, oh, okay, Selena, you pregnant? Like, and I'm just like, yeah, They weren't hyping me all up, but they were like, comforting me. They were supporting me, because there was nothing to be done no more. I'm pregnant, that's it. So in high school, and the school I went to, we wore uniforms. It was like, I think it was burgundy or khaki. It was khaki. No, it was burgundy shirt. I think just we could wear jeans, but it was a shirt mattered. And I used to hate wearing it before I got pregnant, but after like my belly started growing, like I started wearing it, and that's one thing I regret, guys. I regret not showing myself out to the world that I was pregnant, because I was so afraid that everybody was gonna judge me. And guys, if you're out there and you're pregnant at a young age, girl, just show your belly out. Like, who cares what people say? Like I said, I was afraid and I was scared and I was nervous that everybody's gonna judge me, because I did get looks from other people, like, oh damn, like she's 16, like okay, like she pregnant. Like, I did get a lot of looks, and that's what made me like, oh, don't like put your uniform on, girl. Like, what are you doing? And I do regret doing that. Like, I regret that. But like I'm saying, if anybody out there, you're young, go show yourself out. Like, show that belly. I always wear my uniform, and like every time I kept growing, but like my uniform shirt still fit me. Like, it kept like growing, but it was big, the uniform shirt, so I kept going with it. And at the end, like I said, it started getting hot, so that's when everybody started noticing, and they would just stare at me, and they would just stare at me, and I'm just like, damn, like, okay. And there was some points where other females would ask me, oh, can I see your belly? Like, can I touch? And I would just be like, yeah. But I wouldn't feel like so like good. Like, I don't know. Like, it's something that I do regret, but I wouldn't feel so good about it. But I was like, after school, like once I got out of school, I was so happy. Like, I was happy at school too, but because I was doing it for, keep going, because I need to graduate. Get the diploma, girl. You need to get the diploma before. So every time I would come out of school, like, I would be, like myself. And like, but I would still go to school every day. Like, ever since then I got pregnant, like, I had to go to school every day and keep going, girl. I was keep going. But I was like shy to show my belly, because like I said, everybody was staring. I'm just like, damn, like, why are you guys staring at me? Like, okay, I know I got pregnant at a young age, but that's my business. But people gonna judge. Even for this video, people gonna judge me. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you. I hope you liked, my story and how I explained it. If I explained it wrong, I apologize. In my first video. But there's more to come. Like, subscribe, comment.